see what your eyes want to see? How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen when your heart's not open. You're so consumed with how much you get. You waste your time with hate and regret. You're broken when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me. You hold the key. Now there's no point in placing the blame, and you should know I suffer the same. If I lose you, my heart will be broken. Love is a bird, she needs to fly. Let all the hurt inside of you die. You're frozen when your heart's not open. If I could melt your heart, we'd never be apart. Give yourself to me.
properly?
Sorry, say it again.
Is it okay if you sit on the chairs? Because I want to introduce you and upload you before.
Where I should start?
All right, everyone. Good morning. A very warm welcome to all of you. Day 3 today. How are we feeling? Excellent, that's great to hear. I hope you had some good rest. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Prague yesterday over dinner. And today we are in the final stretch of this 3-day event. I'm sure you will agree with me that we have covered a lot of ground together. And today we are closing this event. My name is Alexandra Albanidou, and I will be hosting this morning's sessions. Before we move on to today's agenda, I would also like to say a warm welcome to the online audience. We are streaming today's sessions, so a very warm welcome to all of you attending online. Before we begin, I would like to show you what we have prepared for today. We have our keynote, our third keynote, which is a bit different from the first two we had the first day. We're going to also continue the discussion we started yesterday from the school visits. We're going to come together, compare the schools that we visited, and also that's a great opportunity for you to share your context, your school, the objectives of your school, what is happening in your classroom. Then we will have a short break, and then we will give the stage to you. We have some presentations coming from you. We will share some good practices. We will close this very nice event, and then we will wish you safe travels back home. So, today, let's get the day started with a very interesting keynote coming from Veronika Golden. You know her probably already from yesterday's workshops. Veronika was with us since day one. She's a primary school teacher. She's an eTwinning ambassador. She focuses on international school collaboration, project-based learning, and the meaningful integration and use of digital tools. This keynote is, as I said before, is a bit different from the first two we had. Rather than policy or research, this keynote focuses on classroom observation. It's a window in the Czech classroom, and Veronika today will share how is a Czech day in school from the eyes of a Czech student. Veronika, we are very happy to have you here with us today. A very warm applause for Veronika, please.
Thank you so much. So, first of all, thank you for nice start. And I would like to wish you something nice because it's a special day today in the Czech Republic. We have National Teachers' Day. So, have a nice day. I don't know if you ever heard about Jan Amos Comenius. It's his birthday today. He was born in this day, and he always said that education should be something like a play. So I hope that you enjoy something like that even here, and we agree with him. So I will tell you how the day looks like for Czech pupils. So can you imagine little kids, let's say 7 or 8 years old kid, around like 7:15, 7:30, you can see all these small kids coming from their houses. They look like little turtles ninjas because of these big ergonomic bags. And some of them, even though they are small like that, they are walking alone. Maybe it's normal in your country. Some of country would say, oh, how is that possible? Where is your mother? It's against the law. Not in our country. In our country means step by step, they are getting a little bit independent. So, but reality is more complex. It's not every child. Some of them, they walk alone because their parents, they don't have another choice. they got a little silver key, and it means now you are getting slowly independent. So some kids walk. Some they are in company of older siblings. Some of them are with their parents. And some of them are driven because this is the SUV cars big trend. So it's not against law in our country. But in age around 8 or 9, it's quite usual when kids are walking around on their own. They catch the bus, they go to school. There, the bigger independence start already. So it means it's actually their fault if they miss the bus. It's horrible, but it's like that. But we support them like parents, and they are together with another, for example, friends or schoolmates and stuff like that. They are not thrown straight in the water of independence, but it's step by step. So we spoke about citizenship last days. So this is how they are taught to be a little citizen. So don't worry, this is a little bit forest of our education. So you can have a look on that table. From the age, I'll make it a little bit simple for you. What we need to know now. From the age of 1 or 3, you can use nursery school or some like children groups. They are usually paid and they are optional. Kids, they don't have to go there. Because mothers can stay on maternity holidays until age of 3 or 4, how they will choose. So they up to them. State supports them, I mean like with money and with some little salaries. So usually our children go to school around the age 3. They can go at 3, 4 or 5. But the last year, how we knew from yesterday, it's compulsory. So they have to go to school, preschool, kindergarten. So they need to learn, and Czech system needs to know that they will be ready for school. So it's about like they need to get dressed on their own, they need to put shoes on their own, and they need to know how to recognize geometric shapes, colors, and basic skills. Then at age 6 or 7, depends how old they are, they go to school. It's first stage from 1st to 5th grade or class, and actually grade. And it's like primary school. It's about you and us. And then they go to stage 6 and 9. When they are in the 9th grade, they are around 15 years old. So, and then in this age, they have to choose actually what they would like to do when they will be older, because they need to choose secondary education. If they will go like something very general and they will want to go to university later, so they will choose, for example, gymnasium. If they want to do something like a special job, they need to special training, they will pick up schools with state examination called maturita, and or they can do the grammar schools. So it's very difficult at the age of 15 decide actually what way I want to choose and what will be my future occupation. And then, of course, higher education and universities. This primary school and last year in kindergarten, it's for free. And because it's compulsory, they have to go there, and our educational system until 15 has to be for free. Czech Republic has the framework education program for preschool education. You can see the short in the bracelets. This is what is mandatory, and they have to go through these parts. It's divided in 5 parts, like child and their body. It's about PE, moving, how to eat healthy, about food and stuff like that. Child and their psyche is about how to deal with emotions, how to befriend, how to share stuff and stuff like that. Child and the other It's a part actually where kids trained each other how to not fight to each other because of toy, or I want this toy and you want this toy as well. So it's about how to cooperate with each other. Child and society is the same, how to say thank you, goodbye, good morning, and stuff like that. And child and the world is about more know the like parts of bodies, some like these things what they will need to know for school, some basics, colors, numbers, and stuff like that. And from that frame, what is compulsory for every kindergarten, they can choose their own program, which is like curriculum. So every kindergarten set up their own curriculum, which is based on that framework, and they will adapt it for their needs. So they have some vision, so they will adapt what they want to do every year, where they want to go, what they will do, set up the programs, activities, and stuff like that. So all this learning goes through activities. Kids are doing singing, art, they learn how to care about themselves, how to dress up, hygiene, how to eat properly, and stuff like that. And this is set up in this curriculum. So kids need to know what to do every day in kindergarten. It's safe for them because they know after food they will go sleep, or they will listen storytelling from their teacher. They will get dressed again. They will go outside. It's the same every day, nearly. But kids feel safe. Kids feel safe because they know step by step how it's how they will look like. So it's time of learning as well. So because they need to get these experiences, they need to live their little lives, and this is what they learn actually. And they are learning how to how to help each other, how to share the material, toys, how to not fight with each other. So because of one toy. And how does this typical day look like? When kids arrive to school, most of them around 7 or 7:30. Some of them may be earlier, like around 6. They can have a little snacks in the morning, depends on kindergarten. But most of them arrives after breakfast, which they have at home. And then they arrive to school, kindergarten, and they are playing. They have free play. So they can sit on the carpet, play with toys, play with their friends, and enjoy the free time. After that, around like 8:30 until 9, they have structure activities, what they came from curriculum. So they do the songs, routines, some projects they can work on. They have some events like theaters, even then they can create some craft and art. And this is how they learn still. So after that, they go outdoor, yeah. I would say most of them, they walk outside, even it's rain. They have little raincoats, they rubber shoes, and they walk around, they play on the garden. Because most of these kindergarten, they are connected with little or bigger garden, like you saw yesterday. So let's say they can go out during winter, autumn, raining. In the past, parents didn't think about it, that it could be like a rainy and cold for their kids. But in these days, parents are getting more sensitive. I don't know how it is in your country, but in our country, it happens that sometimes parents complain, like, oh my God, you went outside, it's raining, and stuff like that. So we try to say, it's not bad weather, it's just only bad clothes. So when they come back, they just learn again how to put things away, how to just wash their hands, how to get ready for lunch, lots of teachers try to make kids to help them to set up tables and stuff like that. So after lunch, they have little rest time. In our country, kids around 3, 4, 5, let's say, they are going to sleep. Lots of kids, they don't want to sleep. I would pay so many things if I could sleep after lunch today. So kids, they don't want to sleep in this age. Yesterday we saw one kindergarten that the headmistress said kids they don't have to sleep if they don't want it. In lots of kindergartens they still have to. So it's nice to give that opportunity to kids, but these little kids still need that little rest. So. And after rest time, parents start to pick up kids, and who are staying longer, they can play outside, usually on the playground, and they can do some like that free time activities again. Sometimes lots of kindergartens offer some clubs, so you can sign your kid to some maybe afternoon English lesson, craft lesson, or some maybe dance lesson, but it depends what kindergarten offer, what activity. It's not mandatory. So what is easy for a little kid like that? It's very easy when they arrive to school, they know what to do, they know what activity will follow after another activity, they know how to teach. You say yesterday you saw that they are mixed together by age, so they imitate to each other how to behave. Actually, they are learning from their older peer, which is quite nice thing, because my own children attended this type of school, of kindergarten, so they were together. It was very nice. And these older kids, they were very helpful to the smaller children, so it was like a peer-to-peer learning and tolerance and stuff like that. So it was very nice, and even that it's challenging, like we heard yesterday, it was a very good experience for these kids, kids helping to each other. And what is challenging? You can see when the group of kids are leaving from kindergarten, they have troubles with zips, buttons, and stuff like that. But what the teacher does, she's waiting. She will lose the 2 minutes, or parents, they are waiting. Why I would help you with the zip? It will take some time. I will lose 2 minutes, but you will learn how to do it, which is great. I hope that lots of teachers do these things and let kids to fight. Yeah, of course, at the end they would have to help, so they help. But they will give them space to try to do it on their own. If you will go to kindergarten, you can see that busy mothers run into kindergarten to pick up their kid. And they don't give them the space. They put the shoes on them for them, quickly do it, quickly do their jackets, and they don't give them to the space so they can do it on their own. And I think that this is bad, because when they come to school, to us, to first grade, because I'm in the first grade this year, we are leaving somewhere, the kid put jacket on and do this. And waiting, do the zip for me. I said, I won't, try it on your own. So, let them do it. So, let's jump to school. We have some, like a special event when kids are leaving from kindergartens. Around, last year it was in April, and from this year they move it to February. We have like a special first grade enrollment. So, kid is going with their parents to the primary school, what they choose, and they sit with some teacher, and it's first exam. So the teacher questioned them like, okay, can you tell me what is circle, what is rectangle, what is square, tell me colors, count to 10, tell me what is it, and we are listening the speech, because Czech language is very difficult, and these kids more and more struggled with our nice letters like R, R, S, and stuff, and these things. So we listened and we put some notes, and when I put in kids together, we already know maybe who will have some special issues, or who will need some more supports. And this is like their first connection with school. When these parents are sitting next to the kid, and we always ask, oh, show me the circle, and kid is hesitating, they don't know, so parent like, it's this, it's this. So they really thought it's like big pressure for them. They want to be their kids the best, so they gave them some advice, but it's not like that, no pressure, because every kid has to be accepted to school, so it's not any like examination to be accepted. So lots of kids start very early their day. So we have morning school clubs. In our school, I would be more specific, especially first, second, and third grade, they can visit the school club. So kids enter the school, and when they are there after 6 or 6:30, they are playing in special rooms. There are toys, little tables, and it's for free activities as well. Our lesson starts at 8 o'clock, and it's like a little morning marathon because we have 45 minutes blocks. So we start at 8, we have one 45-minute blocks, then little break. Another 45 minutes blocks, a little break. The second break is longer because we are having snack. And then another 3 lessons like that. I always say when I have the first grade, it's like at 8 o'clock, it's swallow you. At 1 o'clock, it will spit you, literally. So kids are talking to you during the breaks. They can just play, but they don't have so much space in classroom. So they get ready for another classroom. And typical for these things is that they have only one teacher for all subjects. And they have only one classroom, so they are not moving until they go to secondary school. Lunch is part of, or school canteens are always part of the school, so then they go to school canteen, have a lunch, and after that, the small are going back to school club. Some parents pick them up at 1 or 2:30. Usually between 2 and 3 they are going outside, so parents can't pick them up. And some of them are there until like 5 o'clock in the afternoon because parents are working. After that, they are coming home and they have their own activities like sport activities, arts activities, and stuff like that. So the day is very busy for these little kids. So what subject we have? We have like a Czech language. We are, the kids study reading, writing, grammar, mathematics with basics operation. There is something like a kind of science, but we can't call it science actually because it's very basic how to explore the world around us. Then we have art, craft, music, and physical education. There is swimming. It's compulsory. It's done by government. It's compulsory for 2nd and 3rd grade. So kids has to take part in 2nd and in 3rd grade. They have to attend 10 lessons swimming course, which is quite good, I hope, helpful. And there is optional English. So in some countries, in some schools, sorry, English starts in the 1st grade. 1st grade has usually like 20 or 21 lessons per week. And then it's just going up slowly. And this is grade 4 and 5, which is a little bit sophisticated about that exploring world again around them. So the science is divided to science like nature studies, like imagine body, animals, plants, universe, just basics. And then social studies, so something history about our country from period, prehistoric period to our modern history, and geography. We have ICT from 4th grade as well, which is like only basics. And these art, craft, music, and PE stays. So, primary school, they have the framework education program as well. This is divided in these areas, but there are included areas for the 2nd stage as well. So don't worry, It's for the age from 6 to 15 years old. And then we have the framework, and every school do the school curriculum. What do you need? What's your needs? Where do you live? So we will set up it, what we want to focus on. For example, we have primary school, which is focused on PE, or maybe some mathematics subjects and stuff like that. So you can include some innovations inside. So it's about approach of school manager, what they want to achieve, or how they need to how they need the program to have for school. So what is easy? It's very easy to follow that timetables, because it's 45 minutes blocks. Kids know what they have. Every day is the same. Every week is the same. If I will accept some programs, they have a strong relationship with their teachers, especially primary, because the primary teacher is with them all the time. Most of the time, it's only the teacher who has that subject. We have 22 hours what we teach, and if there are kids like with more 22 hours, another teacher is coming from different class, and they have, for example, art or PE or music. But we are the mayor teacher, so the kids have very strong relationship with us. We have books, we have workbooks. Books are provided by our school. It can't be paid. Parents can't pay it, because it needs to be for free, because education in our Czech Republic is for free. So they take part in some projects. We have it's very common for lots of schools that these primary classrooms, they go for 1 week like a school camps. So we order some cottage or some pension, and we just travel with kids for 1 week. They sleep there, they stay there without parents. We enjoy nature and some games outside and these things. Yeah. What is difficult? So kids are great straight from first grade. So now our government considered that first and second grade won't be without marks. We have marks from 1 to 5. 1 is the best, 5 is the worst. It's very difficult for kids. Some of them, most of them, they got fear from do mistakes. So maybe we punish them sometimes for mistakes, and we don't work enough with mistakes, and this is what we are trying to change in our Czech education. These subjects switch very quickly, 45 minutes. Sometimes it's long period, sometimes it's immediately gone. And then we have homeworks. It's a tradition or it's an evil. I don't know if you have homeworks in your country, but the discussion about homeworks can split your family or split your friends in 2 fighting camps during Sunday lunch. Someone will say, oh my God, it shouldn't be. It's not a mandatory. If your kid won't bring the homework from home, they shouldn't be punished, because it's not mandatory in our law. But teachers think that it's very like a little preparation for their life, managing their duties and practicing what they learn. So it's up to you to find the balance, or it's up to us to find the balance. And what can you surprise you? So we have, kids have to change shoes. So when you will enter the school, you will hit some cloakrooms. They are full of jackets, hats during winter, even during summer, because jacket stays there. No one doesn't miss their jackets and hats. So they change their shoes. The school lunch is part of our system. When kids visit school, the afternoon school club, they have to visit the school canteens and have a lunch. We are marking kids from early age, and we communicate with parents very often. Let's say we have parents meeting 3 times per year. It's like big meeting, so parents are coming to school. we talk to them, or there is some kind of special form when we call it like three members meeting. So there's parents, teacher, and kids, and we talk about the progress. The teacher is key role. We said it, that we have very strong relationship with pupils. We have these school clubs, and creative subjects matters. So we mark even PE. We mark music. If the teacher is reasonable, it makes sense. We will give them mark because we know that they can't draw. But there are teachers that they can do even like mark 3 from PE because they can't climb the pole, for example. All children, most of the lessons sit in the desk, but we try to change it to make the lesson more creative. And we do homeworks. So, and there is last tradition, first and last day. My husband is British and he was surprised why kids are going on the 1st of September to school when they stay there only 40 minutes. What's the point of it? I said they always come there after holidays, say, oh, here you are, see you tomorrow. So it's like that. So we have different system, but we have the same kids. Doesn't matter the system, but we try to make everything comfortable for kids, and I hope that our country doesn't surprise you so much. So even that our system is a little bit slightly different than yours, we are trying to do always the best for our pupils. So, and they need time to grow. So thank you.
Many thanks, Veronika. That was a wonderful window into Czech school life. I saw many of you nodding and smiling during the presentation. I think it's going to be a wonderful bridge to our discussion that is coming right after. Before we get there, though, is there any question from your side regarding the presentation of Veronika? Did you get any questions while you were listening? Because, all right. I have one question for you, Veronika, because we saw the perspective of the students, what is easy for them, what is hard for them and surprising, but I would also like to hear your perspective as a teacher. What is easy for you, what is challenging, and what up to this day still keeps surprising you?
Okay, thank you so much. So, what was challenging? For me, the most challenging was to go to first grade after 22 years. So, I forgot how is it. And good thing is that I have my colleague next to me. We are soulmates. She does the first grade as well now. And let's say first 4 months, it was hell. So it was challenging. We agreed that we couldn't even cook in the evening. We ordered just only food service. This is challenging. When you have, I don't want to say like a bad class, but when you accidentally got the class where are lots of like weak kids or kids with big supports and stuff like that, it can happen that you will have them 5 years. So you can struggle 5 years. So I will be honest, we have these teachers or these classrooms in our school as well. But on the other hand, what is very nice is that I really like to enjoy to have my classroom for 1st to 5th grade because I can train them how I need them because my pupils are most of the time independent, very cooperating. They took part of these projects, and last classroom happened that I took them to Sicily when they were on the 1st grade. So we enjoyed the comenius as well. So if you have kids like for 5 years, you have very great relationships with them and even with their parents.
And then it's hard to say goodbye when they are leaving the 5th grade. Yeah. All right, many thanks, Veronika. Thank you so much. We will keep the discussion now with the participants, and we will hear from you at the very end. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, now let's move to the second item of the agenda. We had a great keynote from Veronika. I think it will be a great connection with what we need to do now. Just let me give a bit more context to the online audience who is following. Yesterday, after the 3 workshop slots, we visited 2 different schools. We split you into 2 different groups, and we visited primary and kindergarten schools. Now, as you remember, we also gave you some homework during the visit. We wanted you mostly to reflect, to see what is happening in the other school, and reflect on how this is different or same with your own context. Now, as we cannot stream the group work discussion, I'm afraid we have to leave the online audience for a while. So we will be back for the online participants at 11:15. And for the on-site attendees, we have prepared some discussion points for you. This is the notes that we gave you yesterday. Hopefully you got some notes, or these questions made you reflect.
apparently the thing is broken, so I have to close it now.
Okay. The stage is falling apart. All right, welcome back everyone. I hope you had a refreshing break. We are moving on to the very final item of the agenda, one of the parts that I'm very, very excited about. The Practice Sharing Forum. In this session, as I said earlier, we would like to hear from you this time. And to be honest, when we asked you who is volunteering to share some good examples, the truth is that we received quite many responses from your side. Thank you so much for volunteering to this session. Unfortunately, due to lack of time, we couldn't accommodate everyone. But hopefully during the workshop sessions, during the keynotes earlier these days, you had the chance to share and exchange with each other. Hopefully next time we will have more time to devote to this practice sharing forum. We have 6 presenters with us today, 5 presentations, different countries, and the focus is always basic skills in action. Now, as our presenters are a bit shy, I would like a very warm applause to welcome our first presenter, Ivona. Here is your clicker, Ivona.
This is
Yes,
forward.
yes.
Okay.
And that's your mic.
Okay. So, hello, everyone. My name is Ivona Mioc. I'm a social pedagogue, and I come from Split, Croatia. I work in a primary school, and I work with students who attend a special needs class. Today, I will present you what I do, how I try to build citizenship skills of my students through inclusive volunteering activities. First, our law defines inclusive volunteering as one of the main principles of volunteering that includes people who are at risk or social inclusion or who are socially included. It ensures equal opportunities for participation for all people, and then of course it aims at their inclusion in the society. I think that inclusive volunteering is very important for the education process because it contributes to the development of a culture of acceptance and understanding. It helps reduce prejudice and stereotypes, leads to the active participation of all students, improves their sense of belonging to the community, to their class, to their school community, and of course it is related to the Erasmus Plus priorities, diversity and inclusion. So there are many benefits for me, there are many benefits for students who are involved in this type of activities. So we are talking primarily about special needs students in this context. So, but also this is something that also is true for all students who are involved, whether they have some kind of disabilities or not. So students develop their social and communication skills like active listening, starting a conversation, expressing their ideas, cooperating and doing some teamwork activities. They develop their emotional skills like emotional regulation skills. They learn how to express their emotions in a safe way, and they develop their empathy skills and tolerance. Also, inclusive volunteering leads to improved self-confidence and self-esteem, as well as independence and decision-making skills, and it's also related to some everyday or task-related skills that they depend on the type of the activity students participate in. So they can develop their cooking skills or self-care, time management skills, and creativity, some problem solving. And how all of this is related to the citizenship skills, because it leads to their active and responsible participation in the community. Students learn about democracy, about decision making. They become an active part of the community, and they develop better relationships with the community and its members. And inclusive volunteering is very important for the acceptance of diversity, because the community can see that special needs students or people who are excluded have also many strengths, and they can use to build the community, and all of that leads to positive changes. So now, I am fast. Okay, I would like to shortly present to you some activities we did in our school. So these are activities in which my special needs students participate, and we always try to do these activities in coordination, in cooperation with regular classes. So in these activities, not only special needs students participate, but also regular let's say regular students. So these activities were actually part of our first Erasmus project. One of its main objective was to develop inclusive volunteering in our school. So we made this little reading corner in our atrium. So we painted the wooden pallets, and our librarian with her sewing group made these cushions and this for seating. And then we painted some sitting area in front of our school, and then we painted some games on our school playground. So we also do some gardening. We water plants in our garden, make bird feeders. And the third photo is an activity in which my students and regular students, they let's say, cleaned up their neighborhood a bit. We picked up trash, and unfortunately in our city we have a lot of trash on the street, so it's not the cleanest city. And the last photo are paintings, drawings of my students. There's like a big company in our country which promotes and does a tree reforestation, let's say. So for every drawing we make and send, they plant one tree. And that's an activity we have been participating for a couple of years. And the next activity is visiting a home for the elderly. So we make cookies for them, pancakes. We had Easter and Christmas workshops with the elderly. We make Christmas, Easter cards and visit them. And we sang songs and made like short recitations. There. Also, we also did a visit to the children's home 1 year. We make decorations for humanitarian sales. So this was one of our last year's Christmas sale. And in these activities, we cooperate with the school cooperative. So we make decorations and they sell them. And last year, with the money we earned, we bought some canned food for the homeless shelter. And I think this was the last one. We prepared dinner for the homeless shelter. We did it twice, 2 years ago. These first two photos, it was like 2 years ago, and we did it with a regular class. And the other activity was 1 week ago. And so my students made like this bureks and cheese savory pitas, let's say, and with the help of, with the great help of their parents. And we also, teachers participated. We made like a whole dinner for the homeless. And what I wanted to say in the end, that special needs students are not just recipients of support, they can be the ones who help others, because everyone can be a wind of a positive change in the society. So thank you very much. Okay. And if you have any questions, of course, you can write me to my email. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ivona, and thank you for bringing special education needs students into the discussion as well. We can move on now to our second presenter, Daniela. The topic is a bit different now. Daniela is going to focus on how photography can be used as a tool. Daniela, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much.
And here's your clicker.
Here's my clicker. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is almost you all of know, Daniela Tutavac. I'm coming from Croatia, from the south of the Croatia. My school name is Primary School Don Mihovil Pavlinović, and now I'm in 2nd grade. I will show you today part of my state project that I done 2 years ago with the 4th graders. I was co-author of this project. Project's duration was 12 months, and it was approved by our Ministry of Education. Project goals was to develop citizenship skills and digital skills, and how could we do that? We asked children in the beginning of the project what would they don't like in their own town, our town Metković, and what they would like to change. And they said on the beginning of the project that they like everything and they wouldn't change anything. So we took them to a school trip, the city Dubrovnik. You heard about it, and it's a cultural city. We took them to a youth center, a young center for children. We took them to the old town. We took them to city walks. We showed them the whole city, and they take pictures of it, photos, and we turn to our town. After that, we introduced them to a beginning of the photography, from the beginnings till now. From the first picture that was taken, then from pictures taken by a drone. They tried everything. After that, we analyzed their first pictures. They was taken in city of Dubrovnik, and choose and discussed what was good about them and what was wrong. After that, we took some walks to our town, and we took pictures of our town with their mobile phones, of course. After that, we analyzed that photos and choose the one that showed places that they don't like now and that they would like to change. After that, we are trying to choose the best tool to intervene in that photos. So, as most of you knows, the professional tools for photography is expensive. So when we try some, we need to pay. And in our project, we don't have money for new tools. And then we choose the one that is nearest to the children, and it's Canva. So children painted in Canva on the real picture. This one picture down there shows you the one example. That was our first example of our town. I took that picture, and then children draw in Canva how they want that part of the city like now. After that, we have one big presentation of our project in November in front of the Metković City Library outside. Not only us, this part of the project, photography, but also a drama class, art classes, because 7 of teachers are participating in that project. And this is only pictures that shows what we do. We shown our 10 photos, 10 reels, and 10 interviews. And we had a great reviews on our work. And then again, we have another exhibition in our city library, in our city gallery, by the end of the month. And the children was very exciting, they was very happy, and these pictures are existing in our school. Thank you very much. I would like to finish it. I would like to finish this presentation, short presentation, because we don't have time, with the line of Bernice Abbott, photography helps people to see. So I hope that our photography helps you to see, and it helps children to see how can we change our world, our environment in something better. Thank you very much. And this is my mail address, and if you don't mind, you could give me some reviews. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniela. Thank you for sharing your project ideas with us and what happened with your students. Now we will move to our third presenter, who is sitting right in front of me. Valentina, you're next. Valentina used a different approach. Valentina used a slightly different approach in her presentation. She will cover a few ideas per basic skill. So Valentina, the floor is yours.
Thank you.
Here is your clicker.
Green one.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this wonderful forum. It's a truly privilege to share ideas and learn together with such dedicated teachers. My name is Valentina Sălcudean. I'm a preschool teacher. I teach children age 4 to 5 these years in Enchanted House Kindergarten in Ludeș, Romania. Today, I would like to take you to a journey from theory to practice by showing how essential skills in early childhood are not just abstract, but meaningful experiences that children are having every day in my classroom. So you know, we talk about the essential skills in early childhood education and care. We often speak about competencies as frameworks, but in reality, they are small moments. A child recognizing their name for the first time, raising their hand to speak, helping a friend, or asking why with a true curiosity. Let me begin with literacy. For young children, literacy starts with identity and voice. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools I use in my classroom is writing each child's name on their cup. It might seem like a small detail, but seeing their name every day creates a sense of belonging. Over time, that name becomes familiar, then they recognize it, and eventually some of them try to write it themselves with pride and excitement. Another meaningful moment happens during our author's chair. When a child sits in that chair, something changes. They feel seen, they feel heard, they learn that their thoughts matter. And while one child speaks, the others learn and listen with patience and respect. These are not just language skills, they are life skills. Moving to mathematics, in early childhood, mathematics is not about numbers on a page. It's about discovering order in the world. when children sort by colors, when they associate quantity to numbers, they discover the world. They are not just playing, they are making sense of their environment. When they arrange objects from large to small and also associate numbers to quantity, they understand sequences and relationship, and behind these simple actions, something deeper is happening. Children are learning how to think, how to compare, and how to solve problems. Next comes science, maybe the most natural area for children. Children are born explorers. They question everything, and behind their questions, to answer those questions, we can do hands-on experiments. I try to protect and nurture their curiosity. Whether they are predicting what will happen or observing changes, they are learning that it's okay not to know, but it's important to ask questions. And maybe most importantly, they learn the joy of discovering answers on their own. The fourth area is citizenship. For me, this is where the heart of education truly begins. When children take turns by being classroom helpers, they are not just completing tasks, they are learning responsibility, fairness, and what it means to be part of a group. And one of our most emotional experiences was when we created flyers about protecting nature and shared them in our community. Seeing children speak with confidence to adults caring about their environment made me realize that even at this young age, they were like 4 to 5 years here, they can be active and responsible citizens. And finally, the digital competence. We cannot ignore the digital world the children are growing up in, but we can guide them. I focus on helping them understand that technology is a tool, not just entertainment. They learn to recognize what is safe, when to ask for help, and how to use technology with purpose. Balance is essential, so we cannot replace reality, but we can help them have real interactions mediated by technology. In conclusion, these 5 areas are not separate. They are deeply connected, just like development of the child. When we bring them into practice with intention and care, we do more than teach, we empower. We help children become confident, curious, kind, and capable individuals, ready not only for school, but for life. And perhaps, most importantly, we remind ourselves why we choose this profession, because in every small step a child takes, there is our contribution and is something truly extraordinary. Thank you.
Many thanks, Valentina. Numerous ideas from your side. A very big thank you. Now, our next presenters come from Ukraine. We have Tetiana and Oksana with us. And they are going to present how they teach literacy, science, and citizenship through eTwinning projects in primary school. Ladies, the stage is yours.
Hello, dear colleagues. We are very happy and grateful to our national office of eTwinning in Ukraine for that possibility to be present here. So we will share our experience a bit with you, and I hope you will like our presentation.
Very short.
Very short one. So I'm Oksana. I teach young learners, 4th graders. I teach English, and we present the same school. We work in a small school in a town of Ukraine. So participating in eTwinning projects that is a great chance for our students to connect with peers from all over the Europe. Ukraine has been developing its educational system since 2018. And the main emphasis is on competency-based approach in teaching children and developing their basic soft skills. They should be integrated into teaching, and participating in eTwinning projects helps us a lot to develop those skills and teach our students how to work with AI tools, how to work in teams with other partners, how to be responsible for their work and whatnot. So I give the floor to my colleague.
Hello, my name is Tatiana, and I am English teacher in primary classes and in secondary classes. So what we would like to share that in this context, eTwinning projects provide an ideal environment to apply these skills, these basic life skills in practice. So we would like to show how we this year we participate in eTwinning project which is called I Learn Life Skills Through STEAM, and this project is for our primary school. Our 4th grade takes part in this project, and one activity we did was creative geometry. In this activity, we aimed to develop sustainability awareness through the reuse of waste materials, to strengthen mathematical thinking skills through patterns, motifs, and geometric shapes, and to grow as productive, creative, and solution-oriented individuals through an interdisciplinary STEAM approach. At the same time, we aim to support essential life skills such as patience, because it was really difficult to make these ornaments, responsibility, planning, and self-regulation together. So, students explored basic geometric shapes like triangles, arcs, hexagons, using patterns, the paper plates from waste cardboard, yarn, and sewing techniques. They created colorful patterns, and students experienced with symmetry, angles, and repeating shapes. So, basic skills developed in this activity are literacy when describing patterns and shapes, representing their work to international partners, science and mathematics. It helped to understand geometric shapes, exploring symmetry and patterns. Of course, citizenship because of collaboration with partner schools, and digital competence for documenting the process through photos and videos, sharing results on the eTwinning platform. Okay, one more activity we did lately is vehicles from waste materials again. In this activity, we aimed to develop sustainability awareness through the reuse of waste materials to support science and engineering-based thinking skills by exploring different types of vehicles, and to stretching creativity, problem solving, and collaboration through the design and production process. So by transforming waste into vehicles, students transform ideas into real learning experiences. And of course, skills developed were like literacy, science, mathematics, citizenship, and digital competence. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, one more skill that I, with Tatiana, participating in eTwinning projects is creative digital competency, creating AI stories. AI storytelling is that activity that my students like, right? And my responsibility is to teach them how to use those tools in a safe way, correctly, and to create the product with the partners in that way to demonstrate the idea. In this activity, we aimed to produce a collaborative and meaningful output. Each partner selects 4 keywords and together with their students uses artificial intelligence to create a short story based on these words. Afterwards, a visual representation of the story was created using the project. Okay, so skills which we develop with this kind of activities: literacy, creative storytelling, expanding vocabulary, editing and improving written texts. Of course, digital competencies, using AI tools responsibly, combining text and visual storytelling, sharing digital comment online, and of course citizenship, collaboration between intellectual partners, respecting ideas from different cultures, building a shared product.
So, eTwinning projects help students to develop essential life skills through collaboration and creative learning. By working on international projects, students improve communication and literacy skills through meaningful interaction. Digital competence by using online tools, responsibility, critical thinking and problem solving through hands-on activities. Creating and innovation in project tasks. Citizenship and teamwork by collaboration with peers from different countries and different cultures. So what we would like to add that eTwinning turns learning into a real life experience, preparing students for the future. So thank you very much for your attention and for listening our short presentation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both of you, Tatiana and Oksana, for sharing your ideas and your activities with us. With that, we can now move on to the final presenter. Last but not least, we have Madalina with us. Madalina, the floor is yours. Here is your clicker.
Hello, my name is Dobri Genoveva Madalina. I'm from Galați, Romania. I'm a primary school teacher. I work in step-by-step educational approach. And today I want to share to you this step-by-step educational approach, which is about this alternative. Put the child in the center of the European values of the educational process. The learning is active. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. It's the first time in this situation, and I forgot for this. So, like I said, step by step, put the child in the center of education. The learning is cooperated. Students use communication and teamwork and they learn through exploration. The principle of the step-by-step educational approach are about the respect for individual learning pace. The students, like I said, learn with exploration, communication, and teamwork. They use critical thinking and inclusive education. A day in step-by-step classroom starts with morning meetings where the students share ideas, set goals. They greet each other, they read the agenda of the day. This agenda includes the program between 8 to 4 p.m. o'clock, is the third picture in this image. Is presented all the lessons for a day. They talk about calendar, the weather. They read the message of the day, is the picture in the middle. This message is made by a teacher day by day, such a story about the activities of the day. And finally, students share with us their personal news. After the morning meeting, at 9 o'clock, begins the activity itself, either with a face-to-face lesson when the new content is taught, or with learning centers. I present you here the center by reading, mathematics, arts, depends of the program of the day. At 12 o'clock is the students have lunch and a relaxing hour. The day continue with the learning centers when the students end their lessons. We do not have homework, such as traditional school. The children work in these learning centers, and the homework, I probably say they finish their homework at school. They work in team to solve problem, and at 3 p.m. is the reflection time, and students discuss what they learn. If I talk how does step-by-step develop key competence, in literacy, children work in reading and writing centers, developing oral expression and creative writing skills, while learning to think critically. In mathematics, the focus is on hands-on learning and solving real-life problems, fostering logical thinking and autonomy. In science, students experiment, formulate hypotheses, and investigate, developing research skills and environmental responsibility. Civic education is promoted through class councils, shared decision-making, and democratic conflict resolution. Digital competencies are developed through online collaborative project, why not an eTwinning project, as well as through the responsible use of technology and the creation of digital products. What are the advantages of the step-by-step model? Personalized learning, increased motivation for learning, a reduced risk of school dropout, genuine inclusion, development of transversal competencies. In conclusion, step-by-step prepare autonomous, responsible, and engaged learners ready to become active European citizens. I finished this with some words. A democratic classroom creates future for democratic citizens. Education shapes the future. Curious minds, compassionate people, active European citizens. Thank you. And I want to say, if we must talk about step by step, it's not enough on 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Madalina. We got the message. Next time we will leave even more time. Of course, that was a short session. The idea was to briefly share a few activities and inspire each other. We hosted teachers from different countries, and we try to have this session in every event that we do, so that you don't only hear from us, but you also hear from you and other practitioner teachers. Now, I'm afraid it's time to conclude this event slowly, but firstly, I would like to share a few words about the organization event, or the organization of the event, and how we reached to that day. Let me take you back to the very first day. When we started with the first two keynotes, we all came to this event wondering what is the role of basic skills and how we can best prepare our students for the future. We started with a keynote from Geraldine Libro from the European Commission from the policy perspective, and then we moved on with Katarina, who talked to us about AI in today's era and how it's being used and how we can best prepare our teachers to use AI. Then by the end of the day, we had a very exciting cultural activity. Are you curious to hear who is the winning group? Did you enjoy this activity, firstly? It was organized by the Czech NSO and our great ambassadors from Czechia. I have been informed that the winning group is group number 9. So I would like to see group number 9. Please stand up and let's give them a warm applause. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the activity and you explored Prague in this creative way. Now, the second day started with many workshops. We had 3 different workshop slots. We discussed topics of around citizenship, science, STEM, literacy. I hope you had the chance to exchange, to meet each other slightly better, and then we concluded with the school visits, which is something that we organized for the very first time in our events. I hope you enjoyed them. I know it was a bit tricky to organize everyone, to find the right schools, but in the end, I think you will agree with me that it was a very, very interesting experience. I heard some very positive feedback, and we will try to incorporate that into our future events. Now, as we move on to the closure of the event, I would like to share a few words and some important thank yous that I want to make. First and foremost, I would like to share a heartfelt thank you to the Czech NSO, the National Support Organization. Jakub and Pavla, also Joanna, stepped in the very last moment. Jakub, please stand up. Since the very first day we started organizing this event, you were there with us. You supported us in so many different ways with the cultural activity, the school visits. You also helped us identify the right speakers, our workshop leaders. So we received extraordinary help from you and your hospitality. So thank you once again.
Thank you very much. I know that we don't have too much time, but I have to say also thank you to CSS that they bring all of you to Prague and we can help you organize this workshop for you. Thank you for that. For us, it's very important to have the connection with all of you. So thank you to my team, eTwinning Ambassador, especially my colleague Pavla, which couldn't be there because she is ill right now, because she managed everything for you, not me. Thank you that I could be there and see your hard work and your motivation, and I wish you many successful eTwinning projects. Thank you again.
Of course, through the Czech National Support Organization, as I said, we identified the speakers for the workshops. Our workshop leaders were sitting right there. We also have Elena sitting there. A very big thank you to all of you. Pavla, Jana, Veronika, also Milan. We also have Gabriela. We also have speakers who are not with us today. A very big thank you to you as well. And we also had some help from Spain, that you organized a very nice workshop. Thank you so much for your contribution. Of course, this event wouldn't be a success without all of you, all those enthusiastic eTwinners. Since the very first moment you started mingling with each other, you were a very active audience, and that makes the difference. Thank you so much for participating actively, and hope we will continue the collaboration. We will see each other again. Lastly, finally, I would also like to say a few words about the team who is organizing this event. All of us, the girls that you have met these days. We also have colleagues working online. Kira, Laura, also our team here, Rute, Maria Elena, Nayara. We worked quite many weeks, months for this event. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. And with that, I would like to close this event. I will bring this event to an end. Have safe travels back home. It was a great experience meeting all of you. I hope we cross our paths again, either in eTwinning or in person. And every day I meet you and other fellow eTwinners. You remind me that indeed eTwinning is really not just a platform, but it's a very, very vibrant community. Thank you all so much, and have safe travels back home, with a piece of Prague. One final word for the online audience as well. We wish the online attendees a final goodbye. And with that, we can close the live streaming, and we have